Hi, everybody. So Tim is moving his way across the United States, and I thought we would just take a quick listen to the one of the videos he dropped yesterday. He's been obviously spitting out 20 a day, but first, let me just get out my fair use disclaimers and just let everybody know that these are going to be my opinions and my opinions only, and everything's alleged, I guess, unless it's coming out of Tim's mouth, which is hilarious because we know that after everybody started to, he released the video about the haters and the bots and this, that, and the other, and everyone being AI, whatever, Tim. That he then, we all responded, and I did a sort of a mix between his old video of him talking about his loans, and everybody else has talked about these loans, and he has since not said a word. So and I'm sure in a couple of weeks when he needs to get some money, he will talk about that again. Because this is a big time of year for AdSense, guys. Just gonna say. So anyway, let's see what Tim was up to last night, and then we're gonna catch up with what he is doing this morning. So let me make me small so we can make Tim big because he's so handsome. And we're gonna play this actually at normal speed for once.
All right, here's the game plan. I've dilly-dallied enough this morning, and I just took like a 20-minute cat nap. I was feeling drowsy, white line fever, whatever. And so I just
southeast toward I-10 East.
Okay. I just put in the maps, a destination I'm going, eastbound I-10, about about 2 hours or so, 2.5 hours from now. I'm going to lose an hour.
Does Tim just want to give his coordinates away? Is he hoping that somebody will meet up with him and offer him a comped lunch or something? Where's Hilton Tom and all the free hotel rooms that you went and enjoyed on your way back to Florida over the summertime? I mean, that character was everywhere being told how awesome he was, even though we know he's not very awesome from the sounds of the voice messages that he was leaving people that sounded actually, in my opinion, quite abusive.
So that's going to put me, it's right now locally 1 p.m. Let's call it 2. So that's 4:30. Sunset's about 5:30 or so. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kick it there early tonight for the rest of the night. That's my game plan anyway. So here we
well, I'm so glad that you're sharing the game plan with us, Tim. Please give us your exact coordinates so we can find you.
we go. Texas, I-10, eastbound and down, crushing it.
Yeah, no, not crushing it at all. I actually disagree that Tim is crushing it there. I really do disagree with that. Okay, so the next video, let's share another Tim video. So, let's make a 58-second video all about, how we are, looking for a place to stay. I mean, that's worth, putting it out to YouTube for whatever reason. I don't know if Tim is just trying to, it's interesting because I feel that this time with Tim's channel, let me make me a little bit bigger here, that he really is not, it was a very different trip. I didn't feel the trip was the same as the trip before. Before, the boys were much more interested in sharing lunch with Tim. They were far more interested in getting out and doing lots of things. I mean, Johnny Vegas definitely was out, and I don't really think they were out like that. I mean, that morning in the parking lot, he's looking for everybody for breakfast, no one to go to breakfast with. And then he's alone at a Mexican restaurant for lunch, which you would have thought on his last day, the boys would have definitely, thought they would have all gone out to lunch together. But it's like, I think I would not be surprised that maybe some of them, they just, were kind of, felt that they were making their, part of the friendship and, meeting Tim at the destination. But they aren't really responsible for continuously comping this man for stuff. He's a grown man. And one of the things he always likes to tell his subscribers is he's got plenty of money. But he got that buy me a coffee down there, and his buy me a coffee has looked quite interesting recently. Anyway, we are going to speed this one up. This has been his most recent offering of the day. He's already pumping them out, which he's going to be doing because it's AdSense season in YouTube. I mean, if you're going to be making money, this is the time of year to do it as a content creator. And Tim obviously needs those alms for the poor. Okay, Tim, take it away. Second, well, let's see the title first. Finally reached Love's travel stop and got my second cup of cowboy coffee. Well, as I always like to let you know, Tim, coffee is a diuretic, and I do hope you have that urinal close at hand.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota, Tim. How you like that sunrise? That's what I've been dealing with all morning. I just pulled out of a rest area, having a little, maybe 15-minute cat nap after leaving this morning at the crack. And I saw a rest area. I was getting very drowsy.
Okay. I don't know what the spec is, but if I were a cat, this would be driving me nuts. Yeah, that would be driving me nuts. Okay,
So I pulled in.
I hope that goes away.
Just laid the seat back. The seat's very comfortable in the Super Crush.
Oh gosh, why is that? Sometimes this just drops down. I apologize. Oh, there we go.
Sure. But I'm still looking for the exit to get gas and a Love's to get a cup of coffee. And I don't remember going westbound with JJ and Bev of this long stretch where there was nothing.
Were you yammering your mouth? Are you going a different direction, Tim? And where's JJ and Beth? Last thing we heard is that you potentially humiliated JJ on a golf course again. Not the first time. And I think maybe his wife, said that was enough. And they took off from you. Sick of your nonsense, Tim. All right, keep going, Tim.
Talking about nothing. So I know there's a Love's just up here. It said 20 miles, 50 miles ago. But when I saw that rest area, I said, I just can't make it. I just need to rest my eyes. So I did do that. And you ever fell asleep at the wheel with your eyes open? I mean, your eyes aren't closed.
No. And I hope you're not either. That sounds not like a good plan. Why don't you just get yourself a hotel room or somewhere, stop for the night and just take a break? What is the rush back to Florida? I mean, I'm having a feeling that your Christmas is going to be interesting. But I guess we need to get back because Tim needs to set up his P.O. box so that he can receive all the gifts and goodies that his subscribers will send him for the Christmas time. So that's kind of how Tim rolls. Nothing that we need to see more than the gleeful face of a 65-year-old man receiving comped presents from his subscribers on YouTube. Into the year.
But they're like probably rolling the back of your head. I wasn't that bad. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't, but I was very drowsy. I knew I needed to pull over, so I did. The only problem was I had to fight it for a while because there wasn't any exits, nowhere to pull over when I started getting tired. This is the longest stretch of nothing I've ever seen in my life. Thank God the road is smooth, though. So, see, I'm doing 50, 57. Beautiful morning.
Well, it's not exactly nothing. It's just that that's a lot of farmland. It's just no big cities, Tim. Tim has to have, the creature comforts of a American strip shopping mall at a drop of a hat. Otherwise, he feels very, very stir crazy. This could be, Tim's breaking, having to cross this alone. Again.
I went into the restroom there at the rest area, and it's 43 degrees outside. I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops. It wasn't so bad when I got out of the truck, but by the time I walked from where the truckers park, it's kind of a hike to the restrooms from there, I was freezing. And this Texas rest area, they got some nice ones, but not that one. It was clean. There was a guy there doing maintenance, but it's one of these, I don't know, like you're out on a trail or something, real basic. So,
well, if you need something better, Tim, comp for a hotel room full of complaints. It's Christmas time.
I got 166 miles so far, and I got 5,300 miles on the super crusher. I gotta turn this heater down.
That's pretty.
I got back in here, I cranked it. That works good. This truck is very high. You sit up really high.
This is what they call B-roll. So Tim is doing, I don't know how many minutes of B-roll here. Tim, I'm speeding you up a little bit, mate, because this is going to take too long. And it's just you and your stream of consciousness. And I think we need to go a little bit quicker.
9.6 miles per gallon. Have not seen 10 miles per gallon.
9.69 miles to the gallon on your truck, Tim. That's a quarter of what my car probably does on the highway. Seriously. If I did just straight highway miles like that, my car mile, and not included any city miles, my mileage would look excellent on my smaller vehicle. Jeez. And, make sure you donate to his, hold on, guys. I had to do it. I didn't think it was, but, he's trying to, get one of these over.
No. I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have this. That's dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
Yeah, that's alms to the poor, because Tim needs you, he's giving a little rattle here. He needs you to go and, pop over to his buy me a coffee.
This morning at all. And I was getting it all day yesterday. And today I'm crawling. I don't understand it. So I know Love's is coming up eventually. Someone bought me a cup of coffee, and they didn't leave their name, but I want to say thank you very much. I'm going to use it right now.
Yeah, interesting, because it seems like, and we'll just go over here real quick then. Well, I'll do this at the end. We'll take a look at Tim's Buy Me a Coffee, because sometimes when I go to a site that doesn't have volume, it does something strange. So at the end, because it seems like no one leaving a name anymore, Tim. Interesting that. Interesting. Is that something of a feature that you changed? Because I saw today that everybody is called someone. Interesting.
And get another cup of cowboy coffee. Yeah, I'm going to try my second black cup. And hopefully I can keep it going. You get used to anything. Maybe that cream was... Oh, here we go. We got signs, baby. We got signs. What's this say? These are all... Where is the Loves? I only do Loves, I'll keep going. Going this far. Seems like it's 5 o'clock at night. It's 8:17 a.m. Oh my gosh, don't say that was the Loves.
Well, when you're concentrating on, creating quality content like this and trying to, drive in the fog with one eye probably correctly functioning, then, mistakes can be made, Tim. Mistakes may be made.
No, just some dude drop in, exit, looking to rip somebody off because it's the only game in town. I still got 206 miles, so empty. Not going to get me, baby. Here's one of those cutaways. Oh, you don't like my hood in there, I'm sure. Yeah, get that out.
No, nobody's going to get Tim Baker, but Tim Baker's going to get you. That's for sure.
No. There you go. East 10. Long way to go. Another thing, too, is I was...
In my
I've got my
opinion,
Apple
allegedly.
CarPlay. 3 or 4 times I told...
Let me make sure I throw that one in my opinion, allegedly, Tim can be a flim-flam man.
What's her name? To navigate to the Loves. And it says navigating the Loves using Google Maps. But it doesn't do it because I think there's no signal. Although on the phone, I think it might be working now. So they got full bars and 5G because I got to be getting close to that Loves. Close to some kind of civilization. But be warned, if you leave, what's it called? Anoza or something, Texas, all the way up to Pecos, there's nothing. I'm doing 65. What's the hurry? Here comes a people mover bus. Here it comes. Oh, Missionero. Look, it's a Prevo.
Those are called coaches. Coach bus, Tim. At least in the UK, they are.
Check that out.
This
like
is
a Greyhound.
1.5. It doesn't sound any
I
slower.
would really love to drive one of those once. That and a big rig,
No, not with your
especially
eyes.
the Prevo. Oh man, I'm awake now.
Not with your eyes, Tim. Not with your eyes.
Oh, but I could go for another cup of cowboy coffee. Mile marker 400.
Well, that just is another sign for this to come up on back.
I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have Best Dry Bacon. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
Yeah, and he's trying to get as much content out for the, Vlogmas ad season, because all the advertisers are paying a little bit more to the creators on their AdSense. So the more money and the more views Tim can get, then obviously, more jingle jangle to Tim's pocket for quality content.
Of 800 and something. All right, so we got about halfway, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, notice the scenery. Things are a lot higher. Bushes are taller, not deserty looking. Of course, I'm up in some altitude, I think. There it is, Love's, exit 404. We have arrived. Yes. Hop off the tank, grab a cup, get right back on the road, not messing around. Then later on, I think I'll look for a Walmart or something and pick up some more eggs. I'm out of it.
Yes. No messing around. No, we cannot actually, potentially really create some interesting content on the way back from Laughlin, Nevada to Florida since you're retired. I'm sure, Tammy is having a great time with her kids, getting ready for the Christmas season and doing things with the family. But yet Tim, having promised his audience that he was going to just take his content into a different direction, give him something a little bit different, is speeding his way as fast as he can across, the United States. Not getting the hotel reviews this time, folks. You know why? Because somebody isn't, giving Tim a deal on a hotel room that he can then brag about how special he is, and he got this deal and that deal at this amount. And I'm sure part of it was that Miss Tammy too wasn't going to be, wanting to put up with all the truck stops and just, RV with no real shower or bath or anything for that, for 3 or 4 days. That wasn't going to fly. So he actually was able to pump out some, hotel reviews. And here he is, and parts of the country that, maybe some of his subscribers have never seen. Is he looking for historic landmarks along the way? No, because that would actually require that he would have to spend gas money on that content to, divert himself off. No, he'd rather be and moan about spending almost, whatever, getting 10 miles to the gallon. And, that gas station isn't going to rip him off. And, this is the tour across America, the quality content that Tim is providing. And we're just so excited to be sharing this, with him. And then he's, thanking people for the cup of coffee. You've got to get that buy me a coffee money in there,
Eggs. I got all that sausage. I can make that for lunch or dinner, grab a senior salad. Not getting any steps in, not walking.
Walmart. Sorry. Dare I forget, he did mention he was going to a Walmart too. So, the great landmarks of America. Loves truck stops and Walmarts. Keep the content coming, Tim. Absolutely. Your mastery of American history, your ability to take us deep into the stories of a community is just effing astounding. You and your subscribers just love some quality content. Cannot wait for you to dress up like a cowboy again and do a Crushing It for Christ.
Where's the exit? Can't see anything.
Just
must be Love's
wait
over here on
for
the
that
right.
continued scam. This is how you know it's a scam.
This is some weird weather, man. 15 miles an hour. Now, where is Love? See, I don't have the maps telling me anything, so where is it? Where am I going to guess it would be? No sign or nothing. I see it. It's over here. Right over here. 267. That means 257. That's a little high, but it's.
I mean, at least, we can give a general idea of where these people might need to be, keeping an eye out for dangerous driving habits, because Tim has no map, which is probably on his phone, but he's got to use that as a camera. Because lo and behold, this, professional YouTuber actually have a camera, because that would mean that, he wouldn't have time to shoot and upload, because this is what he does. The time that we don't see Tim, it's probably the time that he's spending trying to get this content uploaded.
It's not bad.
On the phone.
Not bad. Out in the middle of nowhere in Texas.
For a short video.
All right, let's go in and get us a cup of coffee. We'll be right back. All right. We got gas. We're good. We're awake. We're going to be more awake after I finish this cowboy coffee.
Oh, my God. Is he paid for Caterpillar seat covers, too, on this thing? I mean, how much of these seat covers cost? He had to get those extra? Caterpillar? Like, when has Tim ever worked on a construction site or had anything to do with large, construction equipment? What? He just, all of this. I want you to show me the accounts on this one, Tim. How did you go from living literally in the little wolf pup, literally like a campsite on, Teddy and Jolene's property to now hauling around $100,000 worth of vehicles on a $1,700 a month? Either it's come from the YouTube money and the buy me a coffee, because he needs to get that buy me a coffee. I mean, he's not debt. He cannot be. You're still paying insurance on these vehicles. That cannot be inexpensive. Unless you just, I hope you're insured.
Coffee. Today, I started out with the house blend, and this is the Colombian, I think it said bold. That's really hot when you don't have no cream in it. Woo! Man, I'm glad this is hot, because I stepped outside to get gas without my jacket on. It's 40.
He looks like he needs some rest, so I didn't stop at a good place. But his eyes looked very bloodshot to me. Very reddened. Could be allergies, I guess, like mine.
2 out
I had
there.
a bit of a cold.
That's only 10 above freezing. This isn't bad. This is really good, actually. The Colombian Bold.
Not the best cup ever.
From Love's. And I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah, I'm sure of it. It's so small.
This is what I'm saying. This is the content. We're not getting, some type of historic. I mean, he acts as if there's nothing to see of any type. He has no appreciation of history or finding. I mean, just it's truck stops, and loves coffee and Walmarts. It just the lack of curiosity and his inability to even read and study up on any place that he visits whilst there prior to. There's no voice, just garbage that he spits out. Pardon my French. Just a waste. What a waste. Sorry. If you're going to do this type of content.
I'm pretty sure of it.
And he wants money for it.
That's definitely going to get me hopped up. I like it. I think it's the best cup of coffee I've ever had in my life. That's definitely the way to drink coffee.
No, you're not happy. You want that full fat cream for whatever reason. I don't know why you're not doing the cream in this cup. Is it to stay awake? Is it giving you the giddy stomachs? I don't know.Maybe he mentioned why he wasn't drinking the cream. I don't know. Maybe it's not part of his carnivore. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't think Tim has an idea either.
Loves. You can't beat it. I'm going to tell you something else. I got out there to get that gas, and I froze. And I was thinking, how can you go from, when I was in Utah, it was 120 down in the valley down there. And you couldn't even get into a store quick enough when you got out of the car. You just felt like you were an oven. And then you get out of your car here and you go around and you get gas and you're freezing. I mean, my fingers Which is worse? Man, that's good coffee. I say,
I guess Tim didn't go to his geography classes to understand like weather patterns and geography, how deserts and other areas work, open plains.
cold is worse because you can't stand it as long as you can the heat. Even though that heat, you can't. I don't know. I ain't got no use for either one of them. I just want it just right. Well, let's hit the road, drink this cowboy coffee, and crush it.
Oh goodness! Can he please get rid of that? Crush it, please. I just want that gone. Okay, guys. Before we leave, let me just share this one last thing before we get too long, and it's just his buy me a coffee because this was interesting. And I don't know if this is if you go into anybody. I know if you saw my page, it would say who donated, and all it says now for Tim is, and where he said it's nobody's name, but I think this is something that the creator or the holder of this account gets to choose how the messages from their donators appear. Like, I don't know unless they've all made a decision to say just someone bought 20 coffees, because that's the only information that you will see is somebody bought a coffee and there's no date, there's nothing. There, you don't see any of the support for the last 90 days. Like it used to be, you could see everybody quite clearly who was purchasing Tim his coffees, and somebody changed the feature. I can't believe everybody donating a coffee is not wanting to share their name, because these people are often loud and proud. Look at this. Oh, well, here we had. Okay, so someone, maybe they're choosing to put someone, because here we can clearly see that Knox Runner 37 bought a coffee for Tim. Knox Runner, but everyone else is just choosing someone bought 3 coffees. Interesting. It's just interesting because I know you can choose how things are displayed. So that was something I found interesting. All right, guys, this was getting too long. So let me just get this done, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.